Hey, what's up, YouTubers? I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I wanted to get out on camera here to show you a recap of the 2024 season, and then also what my race plans for 2025 are going to look like. So there was a little bit of a teaser on the title, but we're not going to get to that right away. Let's just do a quick recap of what 2024 had in store for us for this year. So we had a lot of great sponsorship companies that stepped up and helped out with the season, and couldn't have done all this racing without the support of those companies. So I appreciate the support for 2024, and hopefully I have them on board for 2025. So at the beginning of the season, I just had this machine, which was the 2018 Polaris Scrambler 1000. I was exclusive to the IXCR race series. I wanted to complete a complete race series with them with the Warrior class, which was the front row of the AM. And I ended up finishing third overall for that class for the season. So I just went to the awards banquet a couple weekends ago. Beautiful facility in French Lick Casino. We had the awards ceremony there. Really cool pictures by Stacy Mundy Photography that they put on the awards. So I got a wooden plaque, and then also a shelf plaque as well. So this was the main quad for the first part of the season, and then halfway through the season picked up a TRX 450, and I built this. So you can see from the previous videos how I built this up through the 24 season, and I finished out the race season on the TRX 450. So the Polaris 1000 is a 4x4. Ended up upgrading the shock package on this to the custom axis on all four, the front and the rear. We have the Raceline beadlock wheels. We put the Ape Racing flex bars on there. We put a Guts seat cover, so you wouldn't slide off of this thing, which I did end up during the season. I did end up replacing these rubber grommets that hold the seat. It's hard to get it open now, but the seat had popped off during one of the races, and I had to replace those rubber grommets to keep the seat from popping up. As you can see, it's a lot harder to have that thing come off now. One other thing noticed at the end of the season is that rear differential bearing was starting to leak. I do have the replacement kit for that I haven't got around to. And then this exhaust fell off of its mount in here. It's just kind of up there. You can see how loose it is. So I'll probably put something like a clamp on that muffler to keep that in place so that it doesn't slide off of there. But overall, this machine held up really well through the season. Was very happy with its performance, and it looked it ran really good. The other issue with this was the brakes, and I'm wondering, I can't use the rear brake on this. It's just really soft. So I'm wondering if I need to replace the master cylinder for the brakes, which is somewhere behind that panel. But I've tried to bleed them and everything, and still have the same issues with those as well. So I have a couple of things. I could still race it the way it is today if I needed to, but I have some minor maintenance things that I need to do with that. This was built at the end of the season. The only thing I did to it so far is I replaced the front suspension. I have now the Elka Stage 5s, which are super absorbent. They take the hits really well. Has compression and rebound settings. It's got all the bells and whistles. But this quad held up very well through the season, at the end of the season, and didn't have any issues, and got checkered flags for all the races that it was entered in. The one upgrade that I've done so far was I ended up putting on a rear brake guard that goes around to protect that brake from getting bent if I hit a rock or something. So that just got installed the other day. I do have some brand new GBC tires that I just ordered. So these GBC tires will get replaced for the new season. As you can see, they're a little bit worn down, but no worries, I'll get those replaced. We're about a month away from the first race of the season, and you know, I did a lot of IXCR races every year, but this year their schedule doesn't jive with my work schedule, so they're basically racing every weekend that I'm supposed to work, and that'll be too much of a hit in the pocketbook. So I decided to make a run for MWXC, and I'll be racing in the AM 4x4 class again, which in 2024 I was one race shy of qualifying for the awards, but I did place second place in the 4x4 division for Midwest this year. And then I'm also going to look at doing some extreme races this year, and that could be either on the Scrambler or the TRX. So we'll see, depending on weather conditions and track layout, will depend on which machine we placed on the road. But I probably start off and do the 40 plus B class for them this year, and then I'll have the option to run either the 4x4 or the Sport Quad for that race series. If I can do Midwest and Extreme full seasons, I will try to do that. I might pick up a couple of IXCRs when they fit in my schedule, and then I'm also interested in this Mid-South XC is putting on a series called a GP, where they're mixing like a GP style racing with XC, and I'm interested to see, and it's in a 2-moto format, so I'm going to see how that works out. There's a race that I want to attend for them this year, just to try it out, and I'll probably, since it's a GP track, I'll definitely be putting the TRX 450 into that race. So all right, so you guys saw the title screen, right? You want to know what the heck is he up to now? Well, you know, Facebook Marketplace always has some good deals going on, and I ended up finding, well, we'll just show it to you. Here it is. It's a 2014 Polaris RZR S. It has the electric power steering. This was the last model they made. And I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this thing yet. It runs, it fires up, it drives. It's got these crazy looking speakers on it. Probably not gonna use those. I'll probably take those off, because, you know, my helmet and my head, it's all right there. Like, that just doesn't work for me. I would probably end up with some kind of head injury or something. So let's see here on the hours. It has almost 1,500 miles on there, and it has 175 hours on the engine. When I bought it, the guy said that it had a tick in the engine, but it doesn't really sound really ticky to me. But these things are so easy to work on. I'll probably be able to figure it out. It's probably a lifter or a lifting rod on the engine. So, you know, maybe this will be a nice trail machine, or, you know, maybe we race it. I don't know. What should we do with it? Leave something in the comments. Let's build this thing up and take you guys along for this journey of, you know, rebuilding this machine and either making it a really cool pit vehicle trail machine, or do we convert it into, you know, some kind of dune buggy race machine? So let me know in the comments what you think. I'm willing to do anything. I think this thing will be a blast. You know, me and my brother raced one of these at the Ironman, and we raced it at the Heartland Challenge, and it was a fun buggy to rip around in. So, you know, they don't have a lot of power, but it gets you to point A to point B pretty quickly, and it's fun. So, you know, just looking it over, starts, runs, probably take off these little shock covers. I got to check all the wheel bearings. You know, those guards on the A-arm can probably stay, but it's got the Polaris front bumper. It's got a winch. Has the stock wheels and tires, which we can upgrade those with some nice GBCs, or, you know, maybe we even put on some race lines. So what do you think? You think we could put, you know, a set of these wheels on there? Because this is what I would get, the Mambas. Put those and get those put on here, because these are 26-inch tires, right? So what if we did, you know, what if we swapped those wheels and put them on here? Boy, that would look pretty sick, right? So put those 26-inch tires, put them on this thing, see how that rips. Might be pretty cool. Got tilt steering. This radio, obviously this roof and this radio system's got to go. Definitely put on like a aluminum roof. Get rid of those rear view mirrors. Get rid of the windshield. You know, probably just some general maintenance and check it over. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I would say, you know, this is a pretty good start machine to see where we're going. So let's fire her up, and I'll let you listen to her and see what you think about that. All right, fires right up. So I don't think it's like a, you know, a valve issue, but you can kind of hear a ticking sound in there. Right about there. I think maybe one of those lifters might be causing that problem, but all in all, the thing does pretty well. All right, you know what? Let's take it for a spin. Let's take it down the road and see how this thing goes. I haven't really drove this thing, so, you know, maybe it won't go very far. Put my seatbelt on. Got four-wheel drive. Got some lights on here. Got a 12-volt. Got a glove compartment. This crazy stereo. Look at my head. I don't think that's gonna work. I think if you're bouncing bang bang, you're gonna end up with a head injury. So those things have got to go. Those just way too big. So all right, so neutral, low. The number, oh, there we go. There's high. Steering is real nice. Santa Claus with a dog. All right. Now we got her up to 35. So I don't know. I feel like this thing could go up to 60. Got a little bit louder, so probably a lifter, which is good. You know, those are easy to fix as long as we got oil in it. Yeah, so yeah, cool little machine, gets up and rips. Probably need to work on some tuning. Probably that belt needs to be replaced. Look at the clutches, clean them up. But yeah, I think this little beast will be a little ripper, you know. So looking forward to breaking this thing down, and we'll do some videos and you know, make a transformation, either a really cool trail machine, pit vehicle, race machine. I don't know. Put in the comments. Comment on what you guys want to see done to this thing. All right. Well, that's pretty much a wrap for the 2024 season, and getting on to working into the 2025 season. Got a lot of good sponsors on board for this year, pretty much the same as last year. And yeah, we got a lot of options between the Honda TRX 450, the Scrambler 1000, or, you know, do we, you know, soup up the 800 and put that in a side-by-side lights race? I don't know. You tell me. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Later.